All right, so after sanding it down, is that bright silver color. And so what we wanted to do is make it a little bit darker. So I just threw it into the oven at 500 degrees, and I kept it in there for about 3 hours. You can see it definitely darkened it. And so what I'm going to do is just kind of lift it up so we can take a look. I don't know if you can pick it up as much on the camera, but there are some like almost like iridescent colors on there, which will fade out the more we season it here. So there's how the backside looks. All right, so before we season it, we're still going to throw it into the self-clean cycle. It's not going to hurt to have a little bit more heat and make it a little bit darker. So into the oven on self-clean. All right, so the pan's done with the self-clean cycle, so pulling it from the oven. Again, we sanded it down. I don't think there's going to be that much to clean off in the sink, and here's how it looks come out. There's not all that brown burned off stuff on there, so all we're going to do is just give it a quick scrub down. Give it a quick scrub down, put it back in the oven at 200 degrees to make sure it's dry.
But ain't nobody love you like I do. Promise that I will not take it personal, baby, if you're moving on with someone new. 'Cause baby, you look happier, you do. My friends told me one day I'll feel it too. And until then I'll smile and hide the truth, that I know I was happier with you. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. Sat in the corner of the room.
Yeah, so there we have it. I mean, the surface is really smooth, the cooked surface. Back surface is pretty smooth. The only surface that's still a little rough is in these little edges right there that goes all the way around the pan. And then also the inside of that handle is still pretty rough in there. So against the places that our sander couldn't reach. So we're just gonna throw this in the oven, cook it at 200 degrees. Just make sure it's dry before we season it.